Welcome back to part 2 of your favorites being roasted. You guys submitted these products saying that you like them, and then I went and hunted down very bad reviews of them so that we can roast your faves. Definitely get into the comments during this to defend your faves if you feel so moved. Hello everyone, Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, a natural hair channel. I want to dive into 5 more of these products. The first one that we have coming up is the Soultanicals. Which one is this one? The Afrotastic Curl Elastic Deep Conditioner. Now, most of these reviews that I pulled were all the 1-star reviews were talking about this bad batch situation, because I pulled these reviews from Sally's. There are certain sites that I know I'm more likely to get reviews from, so I'll just tell you this one, Sally's. And I guess what happened was a batch of this product was sent to Sally's that was thin. And I remember them sending emails, and they said, you know, we're so sorry about this bad batch. What you can do is you can like refrigerate it and it should get it back to a thicker texture, because it was like really thin. And some of the reviews said that they did do that and it still was thin, but like a lot of the comments were about the bad batch, the bad batch, the bad batch. So I had to really like wade through that to be able to get anything that didn't necessarily have to do with the bad batch. So I found that in one called Too Much Protein. I have very low porosity hair. I thought this product was great at first. Great slip, great fragrance, etc. I only deep condition every 2 weeks, but it turns out the amount of rice protein in this product is way too much for my hair. Over time, I noticed that my curls had way less volume, and I even started getting breakage. So if you have very low po hair like me, please avoid this product. We are definitely seeing a trend of people who still are using porosity to determine the products that they use for their hair, and it's definitely, I notice these people who consider themselves to be low porosity, they definitely want to avoid protein. And I'm not saying that sentence sounded like I'm telling you to avoid protein. I'm not. I'm just saying that that's what these people are doing in response to feeling that their hair is low porosity. I don't know if I really like subscribe to that whole thing, but that's where this person is coming from. And then I'm wondering to myself, like, is this product reformulated or something? Have they changed the ingredients? Because this product does not have rice protein at all. It has jojoba protein, and jojoba protein is supposed to repair, condition, and moisturize your hair. So it's like something that coats and moisturizes the hair. So I'm not really sure if perhaps at some point in time they may have reformulated this product. I know that a lot of you guys really like the pearly braid out glaze from Mane Choice. So I definitely jumped at the opportunity when someone suggested this product. So this review is called Not For Me. Haven't really figured this product out yet. Doesn't seem to work well with my hair type. I don't particularly care for the glazy feeling. It's not smooth enough for me when applying it to my hair. My twist outs do not look moisturized. It gives me this hair gel vibe. I just felt like that was a very interesting review because, first of all, I like that they're open and honest and be like, maybe just not for me. But then I was like, they don't like the glazy feeling, but I'm like, it's called pearly braid out glaze. It's telling you that that's what it does on the bottle or on the jar before you buy it. And then they're like, gives a hair gel vibe. I mean, I haven't ever used this product, but from looking at it in the jar, it appears to be a blue hair gel. That's kind of what it looks like to me. And I do believe that a lot of people actually do use it like a hair gel instead of specifically trying to use it for twist outs or braid outs or things like that. So I thought that the review was interesting just because they hinted on 2 things that I feel are very obvious from looking at the container of the product before you even buy it. I know I'm gonna get a lot of you guys with this one, but InnerSense I Create Hold. Okay, this is extremely popular in the natural hair community. I have not tried it because it is not vegan friendly. InnerSense has a few select products that are like okay for the vegans, but this is not one of them, so that's why I've never tried this particular product. A lot of the comments we're talking about doesn't have enough hold. I notice that people who do the style of like wash and go that is more popular right now, that recommends using I Create Hold, tend to layer the products. So I can't help but wonder if perhaps these people are not layering this product and that's why they feel that it does not have enough hold. I don't know. We can only guess at this point. But I did find one that said very drying, because there were a couple of comments that were also talking about this product is drying as well. Incredibly drying. Have been trying to figure out a way to use this in which my hair won't be dried out terribly, but all of the Intersense products have so much protein that it just becomes worse than the more you layer them. I've tried this on top of both the Sweet Spirit leave-in and the Quiet Calm Curl Control. Also, both of those together. And while my hair looks all right the first day, by the second day my hair is just straw. They are actually pulling my curl out because there's no moisture left in the hair, and my hair has spiral curls naturally. Using all Intersense products together is so much protein my hair can't take it. So I actually looked at the ingredients of these other products that they mentioned, because I was like, okay, I've heard of some of these products, but I don't really know. My thought is also, isn't that Quiet Calm like a cream or something, and then you're putting a gel that's not super heavy on top of it? I don't really know what kind of definition you're expecting to get from that. Anyways, iCreate Hold has no protein in it at all. None. Unless I missed it. Y'all can help me out. Sweet Spirit has quinoa protein, which is supposed to help with moisture. Quiet Calm is also protein free. However, these products contain aloe and glycerin high up. So I wonder if the reviewer lives in a dry climate. Because I can imagine if you listen more really dry and then you like all this aloe and all this juicy stuff in the product, and this is the product that's on the outside of your hair. There's no barrier that you've put on there. I could see possibly there being caused dryness. And then some people just don't like aloe in their products. They just don't like aloe in their hair. So I wonder if that's what's causing the situation that they're experiencing, and not this there's too much protein. Because as you can see, as you just heard, a lot of these products don't even have any protein in them at all, or a very light protein aimed more towards moisture. I was just like giggling with delight when I saw this one, y'all. But kinky, curly, not today. I had to clap when I say it. This one, I knew there would be terrible reviews. I knew that the reviews would be bad. And I also knew why they would be bad. I kind of already knew what the reviews would say. And there are a couple of things that I want to comment on in general when it comes to this brand and this particular product. So let's get into the review first, okay? First of all, this person puts all this like personal health type stuff. It is a huge paragraph, so we are going to skip that directly to the part at the very bottom, third, where they say, but I digress. Yes, you did digress. Totally. Absolutely. The reason I'm rating this 1 star is because, 1, poor packaging. The conditioner is so thick and gloppy that it cannot be dispensed through the actual cap. I've never had that problem before. I was beating and pounding it, turning it upside down, and I never got it to squeeze through the hole. I had to remove the cap, hold it over the palm of my hand, and press/squeeze the bottle just to get the tiniest amount out. I don't know, I've never had that much of a problem getting the product out. Number 2, once I applied it to my hair, it was not slippery at all. Instead, it sort of rolled up and pilled on my hair. If you've ever used a heavily silicone-based product, you'll know what I'm referring to. I wound up re-shampooing my hair to remove this product. So they were saying, like, once they put it in, it didn't have much slip. It wasn't a slippery thing. And the thing is, let's talk about labeling with Kinky Curly. Okay? We all know how they label their shampoo, but then we know that it's actually more so of a clarifying shampoo, right? Same thing with this Not Today leave-in detangler or whatever, right? It makes you think, oh, a leave-in, it's gonna be have more of the ingredients to be like a moisturizer on my hair, to like moisten, put something on my hair. Oh, it's going to help me detangle my hair, so it's gonna have slip. These are the things that the labeling of this product make you believe, but in actuality, this product is actually a styler, almost like a primer type styler to prepare your hair before you put that custard on top of it. That's really the actual use of this product, and I don't know what they could say on the labeling to make that more clear, to help people understand what the product is for, but if you're buying it for what you read on the bottle, prepare to be disappointed. And so the reviewer, the product did exactly what they said, and that is what this product does, actually. And so, I don't know. I feel like, is that the reviewer's fault for their expectation, or is that the labeling? Is that the brand's fault? This is one that I go back and forth on. I really have to go and look at how do they market the custard as well, because maybe there's something we can unpack there too, because we talked about the shampoo, we talked about the leave-in. What's up with that custard though? This one is an oldie, almost as old as Kiki Curly, I'm going to say, but I went with the Giovanni 50/50 Balance Conditioner. So someone recommended that one. And most of the comments on the review section had to do with dryness. This is so dry. My hair is not hydrated. It's dry, 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 dry. This is not a Giovanni conditioner I've tried. I've tried the Smoothest Silk. And I think I've tried that more than once. And so I just feel like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I've heard good things about 50/50 from other people outside of these reviews. But the reviews were just like, this stuff is so drying. And so I did find a review that was slightly different from what everybody else was saying. So they said, ingredients have changed with more chemical products and less botanical extracts. I liked Tea Tree Triple and Smoothest Silk when I used them before, but this makes hair drier than ever. And a comment I kind of want to make as far as the ingredients, I actually went to look at the ingredients after like reading this. And the ingredients, I mean, no, they're not like completely free of natural stuff. I feel like people, if they see the scientific name, they automatically are like, oh, this is not natural. But like literally the ingredients are water, cetyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol, which are like fatty alcohols. They're good. You want them to be in there. Glycerin, and then the last of the 5 was polysorbate 60. Of course there's going to be stuff in here to make it preserve on the shelf better, and things that have been proven scientifically to provide slip and to add moisture to the hair and all this kind of stuff. So yes, there's some chemical sounding things at the beginning, but there's tons of extracts in these products, like so many extracts. And honestly, extracts really don't do that much in the product, y'all. Depends on what they are. I will say that depends on what they are, but for the most part, it's like a lovely tea water. Extracts aren't doing as much as you think they are. So you would want them to have less extracts, especially if you're being considerate of our friends that have scent sensitivities or just allergies in general, because the more extracts and stuff that you have in these products, the more the likelihood of making someone sick who has like allergies or sensitivities or something like that. So the other thing I want to make a point about is that these Giovanni products lack silicones. And they also lack heavy oils, or like some of them don't have any oils, or very few. Like the oil that's in this particular conditioner is sunflower oil. Like, so if you're used to silicones and things like that, they're used to like coating your hair and giving you slip and all that, like they really don't have those kind of ingredients in this conditioner. And so I can imagine that someone who's new to this stuff would perhaps maybe feel like their hair is dry. Also, add up to the point that Giovanni conditioner is pretty easy to get in a lot of places that may not. Where someone may be walking, like for instance, if you're in a health food store, this is going to be one of the main options in there, and you may be like, oh, I'm trying to do something new and different, and you pick it up, and even though you're used to using like, I don't know, Tresemme or something. And then also they have it in TJ Maxx, so you may be sitting there, oh, the packaging, it's so nice, it's so eco, whatever, let me try it. And then if you're used to these other things, then this is going to feel like, oh, not as much slip, oh, drying, just because of the nature of this not having a lot of oils, and then also just being like no silicone free as well. I am not done overall in the bigger picture, but I am done for this video. Check out the previous video of roasting your faves right here, and then I'm going to put a video where I roast some of my faves right here. Subscribe. I post videos every week. I will be on your subscription page, and also whenever the 3rd video in this series comes out, you will be notified. I'll talk to you in the next one.